Hey guys, today I'm pretty excited. I finally got Plex Pass, and I want to tell you guys about it. If you guys don't already know, Plex Pass is the paid subscription to Plex. I got myself a lifetime pass. It gives you a bunch of extra features on top of what you already get for free. Playlists for your audio if you really enjoy music and you just want to have playlists based on your mood, or let's say you have like a song that you really like, you just have to right click it, or depending on what type of device you're using, and it will find all the similar songs and kind of make like a radio station for you. The next thing is the big driver for me wanting to get Plex Pass was the parental controls and the multi-user. So I have kids and I don't want them entering into my library, because the fact is I have movies that aren't appropriate for them. And we'll take, for example, Sausage Party. They see a cartoon there and they want to go in and watch it. And if you guys have seen a Sausage Party, it's not kid friendly. Something like that, this alleviates all that pain of having to worry if they're going to put on the wrong movie or not. The next thing is I commuted a lot to work, so having the ability to sync my television shows, my music, is amazing. When I get home, after I've watched a television show on the train, when I get home, it will sync it up and it'll know that I finished that episode once I walk in the door. A feature that I actually don't use right now is the camera upload. So you could be taking photos on your camera and everything, and it will automatically upload it to a share of your choice, whatever's in your library that you set up. Another feature that would be really handy for a lot of you and a driver to get you into Plex Pass would be Cloud Sync. Essentially, you get the option of putting your Plex in the cloud, and as long as you have a storage provider of either Box, Dropbox, or Google Drive, you could put your content up there and you'd always have an always-on server. So you wouldn't actually have to have anything locally on your network. I don't utilize that feature because I have everything locally. Some people don't have the ability to have a machine or a NAS running 24/7. So I want to take you right into it. I'm going to take you right into the back end of my Plex server, and I'm going to show you creating a extra user account for your kids or for another family member or friend. So let's get to it. Okay, so here I am in my Plex server. All you have to do to get to this settings screen here after you've logged into your console is just click on settings at the very top. And now that we're in here, you will go to users. And here you can see, here's my account here on the left, and I've created one for my kids. And just to add a new user, you could just click add user here, and then you just choose an existing Plex user or a managed user. I created a managed user because my kids obviously don't have a Plex account, so it was just easier for me to create a managed user. Okay, after you've created the account, you'll see here's the label that you've given it. So I labeled mine kids. Here is the actual server and the available content libraries that you could grant them access to. So I don't give them access to all libraries. I give them access to our family media, which is our family photos and our family videos. And this is kids music here. So because what I ended up doing is for our albums, I didn't want to go through creating labels or anything. So I created a separate folder and a separate library just for kid-friendly music or kid-esque music. And I also gave them access to the movie library here and television shows. Under restrictions is where you're going to allow what they can and cannot see. I don't allow any syncing. They're too young. They wouldn't know how to use this anyways. Down here, though, is a really important part for me. As you can see under movies, I've given them access to only movies that have G and PG rating. You'll have to go into your actual library under your account and make sure all the ratings are actually filled in properly. Some of my movies, I noticed when the metadata was coming in, it didn't pick up that it was a G or PG movie. It would leave it blank. So I went in there and I changed it to what it should be. And the same goes for your TV shows. I actually had to look up these criteria just to make sure they were correct. So if you just Google it, you can see what the TV ratings are. I believe this is youth. This is for 7 and under. G is obviously G and PG. For albums, like I said, I created a totally separate library. I just found it easier for myself to do it that way. If you have time to go through it, feel free. A lot of times people have really huge album libraries, and that could become an impossible task. So, and once you're done, you just have to hit save. And in order to make sure now that they wouldn't be able to access my library, you'll see here that there's a little padlock here. When you click on that, it will ask you to input your PIN. And in this case here, I already have a PIN on my account, so I'll just input it right now. And now it'll allow me to edit the PIN. So I'm just gonna edit my PIN here and click save. And you can do the same thing for their account or for whoever your managed user is. You could do the exact same thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip into the actual Windows 10 app for Plex and show you how it looks. Okay, so here we are now at the Windows 10 Plex app. And here you can see on the left hand side, this is my Plex account, and here obviously to the right is my kids. So when we go into my kids Plex account, there's no prompt to log in with any kind of PIN, and we'll give it a second. So here we are now inside their profile, and you can see all the movies that are available for them to go in and watch. All of these I've gone in and I've set their content ratings to the appropriate levels that they would be able to access. Same thing with television shows. If you go right here, you can see it all listed in here, and the music folder that I made available to them. So that's pretty much it in terms of managing users, creating extra users for your Plex account, as well as restricting access based on the content level. Once again, I will flip into my account now, and I'm just going to show you how to use Plex Mix, which is essentially creating your own little radio station based on a song that you like, and also listening to music based on your mood. Okay, so here we are now in my library here. As you can see, I have different content here. So I'm going to show you how to create essentially your own little radio station based on a song that you like. So I'm just going to click over here on Stone Sour on their new album here. And in order for you to create a Plex mix of your favorite type of music, all you have to do is just do a click on it. And this is obviously going to vary between Android apps, Windows apps, iPhone apps. But since I am on a Windows 10 machine, all I'm going to do is right click and choose Plex Mix here. And now you can see it's going through my entire library here, and it's showing all different albums here: Stone Sour, Korn, Five Finger Death Punch, Papa Roach, System of a Down, all based on choosing Plex Mix based off song number 3. And sometimes if you don't have a big library, you may only get like 1 or 2 things in there. But if your library is massive, this list could go on for quite a bit of time. My library is not really big, so when you look at my list here, it's probably 20 songs or so. So now we'll just go back, and I'm just going to show you how to create a playlist based on your mood. Okay, so now to create a playlist based on your mood, all you have to do is click on Browse, and then you want to be sure to switch it down to Track here. Once you switch it down to Tracks, you can then change the filter option and then go to Moods. So I'm just going to go through here, and I'm going to take a look at, let's take a look here, something edgy. And here, as you can see, it's now placed all the songs that it's finding edgy and energetic, dreamy at the same time. So I'm putting these different types of moods here in order to get it to create the proper playlist. So then to start your playlist going, just click on the song and it'll start your playlist. I'll take a look right there. And as you can see, it's added all the songs to the playlist based on your mood. So next, another great feature that my family loves, and it's great for if you have people over, you're having a party. It's kind of like a little karaoke because you can have the lyrics going at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on, let's say, Eminem here, Monster. And if you click down here to where it says, where it shows this little music note here, if you click on there, you can now see it's going along with the song. I'm not actually playing the song right now, so I'm just letting you see that the lyrics are going, and it just gives you the ability to sing along or actually know what they're actually singing about, because some bands you can't really tell what they're saying. Okay, so next thing I'm going to show you is how to sync your albums. So let's say you're going on a commute, you just want to sync a bunch of movies, television shows, even music. So next I'm going to show you guys how to sync a television show, movie. It's all the same process. All you need to do is just go down to the sync option. So this will be, it'll all look pretty much the same. It's usually like a down arrow. You click on that and it'll give you some options of what you want to do and how you want to sync this. So I'm just going to click here, over here, as you can see on the bottom right. It's a little arrow pointing down. It asks you to create a new sync item. You can choose what quality you want. So sometimes if you're down on space, you may just want to take it down from whatever the original is and change it to, let's say, a 4 megabit 720p. So, or even something even smaller. Let's say you just want to get a bunch of things on your mobile device. Just crank it down to whatever you want, or even just leave it at whatever the original is. So I'm just going to put it here to, let's say, 1.5 720p, and then just hit the save button. And simple as that. Now it's in the process of syncing. And now if you go back to your home screen, all you need to do to see what the status is just go down to the bottom, or it may look different on all the devices, like I've said many times in this video, and you just have to check the status. And here it'll tell you it's converting, and then once it's done, you will see it saying completed. Then in order to access a completed video, it's really simple. All you need to do is look for your server name, click on it, and then after you'll see this device. Or it may say local storage if you're on an Android device. So right now I don't have anything in here because it's still converting it. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys, and it's just going to be really quick because like I said, I haven't set it up. I'm going to show you how to set up, or I'm going to show you where you would go in order to view your Cloud Sync account. So back at your Plex server, under your main account, if you go over here to your server name and you hit the drop down, you'll see Plex Cloud, set up Plex Cloud. So I obviously haven't utilized this. I haven't had the need to do it, but if any of you that are watching the video right now have Plex Pass and have actually tried it out, let me know how you're liking it in the comments down below. So that concludes the video. Just wanted to show you all the features that I've been using since I got my Plex Pass account. And if you guys are using it, tell me what you think of Plex Pass, and if you find it worth it. For me, I find it worth it. Drop it down in the comments down below. Don't forget to slap a like on this video, subscribe if you can, and I'll see you on the next one.